it's time once again for another edition of Shelton City Council Looking Ahead with City Manager Jeff Niten. And Jeff, couple of meetings, three public hearings in those two meetings, and it starts 5:45 on November 1st with the Shelton Metropolitan Park District, and we're kind of getting in that time of year. Property taxes, or ad valorem taxes, and budgets. So let's talk about property taxes first.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what we have budgeted for is talking about the ad valorem taxes. Those are your property taxes. We are statutorily limited to 1% per year as the maximum amount the city can take. Any city actually in the state can take, and that is one of the items that are on our agenda for this year. To help provide the services for city of Shelton citizens. As I think we had mentioned one earlier interview, that we are capped at the 1%, but inflation, as everybody knows this year, which also affects us, is I think the last number I saw was 8.2 for the last quarter. So that makes it incredibly difficult to continue to provide the level of service that people here expect and should expect. So that's what the council will be talking about on the 1st, and then they have the next public hearing in the middle of November. But we'll talk about that as when it comes up.
Also on the city council agenda is budget presentation again.
Yeah, we worked through the 2023 budget with city council throughout from about summer this year, and we were really putting everything together and making sure we understood their priorities for spending for the upcoming year, and making sure that our public safety officers are taken care of, making sure that our contract with Central Mason Fire is taken care of, providing all those services at a level, as I mentioned before, at a level people have come to expect. Funding for some of the capital projects that you see around town. The Western Gateway, of course, that construction project will continue into next year. Hopefully be done by the middle of February, but we'll see what kind of weather the winter brings us, along with several other capital projects, water system improvements, sewer system improvements, those types of things, and have those things funded in a way that will help the community grow and provide those services.
If somebody wants to get into the numbers and the details of the budget, they can do that through the website.
Absolutely. We have, we will have the preliminary budget posted for council's consideration. Anybody can take a look at that. In addition, we have the OpenGov software, which allows people to kind of track spending if they'd like to do that, in an effort to be as transparent as we possibly can about how we spend those dollars.
Now, these are just the first set of public hearings before both the boards. They get another opportunity, so people don't panic if you're saying, well, you're holding your first public hearing and we just see the budget for the first time, but you'll get a look at it and then comment again before it's adopted, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. There's quite a bit of opportunity, and people can comment either through email. We'll take phone calls in person, and it's available on the website. We want to be as transparent as we can possibly be about how we're spending those public dollars.
So those are the big items on the agenda, but you also have the C Street landfill, the cleanup contract.
Yeah, that has been that has been a long time in coming, and we had the bid opening yesterday, and all that'll be prepared for council's consideration. We're anxious to get that cleaned up and done and over with. It's been a thing since I started 4 years ago, and from what I understand, it's been a concern for much longer than that. And we're finally happy to get that thing started, and with Ecology's approval, making sure we hit all those environmental benchmarks that we need to hit in order to mitigate that site.
So that's Tuesday night, 5:45 for the Shelton Metropolitan Park District, 6 o'clock for the City Council meeting, in person in the Civic Center, via Zoom if you would like, or you can watch it on MasonWebTV.com. Always more information on the city's website.
Absolutely. Or get in touch with us. We'd be happy to chat.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.